often say this about Meghan Markle, desperate times call for desperate measures, and they really do call for desperate measures. The bottom line for Meghan really is that she's tried many different angles to get interest, to get going. And as I pointed out way back at the start of this year, only 4 months ago now, chums, when she returned back to the world of social media, Meghan thought and was told by her people this was going to turn into the stratosphere. The world was going to stop spinning on its axis, and we would all be diving on to follow the ex-royal on, of course, the social media platform that is Instagram. Didn't quite work out that way, did it? So what was interesting was, again, Meghan's decided to go down this route, and this may surprise you, or not, as the case may be. Morning, nice to see you, chums. Thank you so much for joining me today. Lovely to have your company. It is interesting, because, I don't know if you know this, but there are social media classes. I mean, you can see I've not been on them, can't you? But the thing is, there are. And there's social media agencies and all that, To me, this is not social media. This is just filming something that I'm sharing with you. I don't understand this sort of the way they make it so difficult. I mean, it's just filming. Filming's gone on since the start of the last century, the 19th century. So how hard is it? But of course, everybody's an expert, aren't they? And as we've seen with Meghan and her return back to Instagram, she's not that clever at it, I would say. She's sort of posting things how people may have done in the sort of early noughties, middle noughties. It's not engaging enough. And I'm guessing she's trying to say, look, I'm this wife, I'm this, whatever. I'm a busy mom, I've got my children helping me cook. Here's me making breakfast. You never see any staff, right? And there are staff, don't forget that. Meghan is not cleaning those bathrooms on her own with a scrub buddy, you know what I'm saying? Oh, no. This is complete fakery behind the scenes. I mean, it's whatever it is, when she was doing the cake, I would say, do you make that cake? Because unless I see you, I'll never believe it, you know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. Now, I just know how fake, of course, this game is, because when you work with celebrities, they never want to get their hands dirty doing something like making a cake. Now, Meghan, of course, decided the way forward, and this is really what got her quite a lot of clicks, let's point this out, was the fact that, well, bottom line really was she did quite well when sadly she posted this. And this again was surrounded in controversy simply because Guy the Beadle, as we found out, had sadly passed away. Now, I'm a big fan, as you know, of animals. I don't want any cruelty to any animals. Doesn't matter what animal they are. They all give you something back, don't they? I do love dogs and cats in particular because I like the way they've got their own minds. I love the way if you sit with a dog and you're eating, have you noticed this? They just look at you as if, okay, where's mine? And you've got to laugh at that, haven't you? Because you can feel it in their mind, like, you're eating, I'm not, something wrong here. Now, what did well was the sad demise of Guy the Beadle on her Instagram account. She managed to put in over 200,000 supporters, based on that, which proved a thing. And what Meghan did recently was to decide to introduce us very also quietly to Poola. And what you see, of course, is her sat there at the table, literally, doing that sort of thing. And it's fascinating, isn't it, when you think, because clearly, that's what the idea of what she wants to get through. Now, her team have told me that truly what she's looking for is the fact that if there's something that they could hook into, and this could be the dog or indeed the children, this is what will make everything push forward. Do you see what I mean? And I look at it in that way and I think, well, when you study it, you've put all of this effort, Netflix have paid millions to you for the cookery show, the podcasting, you're on a split deal with that. And again, the simplest way to get that is to simply put an animal in your video. But of course, that doesn't necessarily transcend into success, does it? It doesn't make you think, wow, I'll buy that jam, I'll buy those crepes. But Meghan thinks the R factor with Poola, the Black Labrador, is the key to her social media success. What do you think? As ever, please like, share and comment respectfully. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.